All right, we're doing another NBA tier list today. This one is a little different. It's going to be the best NBA players under 24 years old. It does include the rookies from the season, as my last tier list did not. And I don't know. It's going to be tough with the rookies, honestly, because the season kind of just started. We're like a couple months in. This is near the end of January, so they haven't gotten much burn. It's gonna be It's gonna be solid though. My takes are legit. And if you have a problem with that, you can shove it, alright? We're gonna start with the first overall pick of this year, Anthony Edwards. He's on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And he doesn't even start yet. That team is a disaster, and Cat's been out like all year. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's an athletic monster. He's pretty good at defense. I don't know. He's got a long way to go though. But just to be safe, I'm probably gonna put him as an all-star. It's probably gonna be a superstar one day. I don't know. We'll see. That team's pretty bad. And they got D'Angelo Russell, and I don't have much faith in them this year, so I guess we'll see, huh? Next one is Mo Bamba. He's been injured. For now, he's a role player. I don't even know if he's a solid starter. He wasn't really that good when he was playing, but he also hasn't been playing. And the Magic are a trash team, so who cares? There is one good Magic player on this list, though. Actually, a couple. Bam, probably the closest to it. I don't know. Superstar's a little much for Bam. I don't think he's ever going to be like a household name or even close. His name is cool though. I mean, maybe people will be like, Bam Bam, you know? I know who Bam is because his name is all like an onomatopoeia, I think they say. I don't know. But yeah, he's definitely going to be an all-star for most of his career, and he's going to get better. I don't think he's a superstar though. Darius Baisley or Darius Blaisley. He's alright. I mean, it's pretty good. He's shown a lot of promise. He didn't play in college, right? He went like overseas, or he skipped college and played overseas or something, or I don't really remember. But he's solid. Got a nice game. But again, I don't really watch the Thunder too much. They're not a team that's very watchable right now. They kind of gutted their squad, and they're just a young team, so they don't get any airtime either. What can you do? BI, he's probably going to be a superstar. I was actually arguing with my brother earlier tonight if he's a top 5 small forward right now, and he's close. I don't think he's as good as Tatum, but my brother thinks he is. Maybe I can get him to do one of these tier lists and let y'all know what he thinks. Even though I have the ultimate takes, he knows some stuff. But yeah, BI is a beast, and I guess JJ Redick came out saying he studies the most tape out of anyone on some, wow. He studies the tapes. He's really good. I don't know. He's good. He can score. He can facilitate a little bit. He's nice. I like Zion better though, but they can have 2 superstars. I'll live with it. I like Bol Bol. Nugs are my favorite team, one of them. And Malone does not like playing Bol Bol. I don't really know why. And when they do, he puts them in wacky spots. He's got a really nice game. Not what you'd expect out of a 7-footer. Gangly ass, long ass arms. He looks like you could run into him and break his leg on accident, toothpick style, which is a little tough. But he's got nice handles. He's got a shot. I mean, he's solid. He could be an all-star someday, but it's so tough to be an all-star these days that not many of these guys are gonna make it. Cam Reddish, kind of the same thing. I think he's probably going to be better than these guys, but I don't think he's going to be an all-star. I love the Hawks, though. I really like their squad. I think they're solid. I like Trey. Cam's been hooping. He was a pretty high pick, so he better pan out. He can do a little bit of everything, and he's really athletic, so he's nice. We got Kobe. This might be a little biased because I am a Chicago guy, but Kobe's got handles, bro. He's a ninja. He's the Kobe Shinobi. That's my nickname for him. So, if you watch this, that's your new nickname for him too, trust me. It's like a cat. He bounces. He moves around the court in a fluid way like Wata, alright? He doesn't throw passes or dimes, he throws kunai, alright? He shoots with precision. Sometimes. He's working on it. That's why he's going to be an all-star, right? I could see Cole Anthony being an all-star, but he's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of short, right? Which isn't really a problem. I mean, Kemba's an all-star and has been for years. He's also on the Magic, so that's tough. Yeah, he's really good. He could be an all-star. I don't see it yet. He's kind of a rookie, so you know, with Anthony Edwards I can see it because he was the first pick and he's got like insane ceiling. But Cole does too in a lot of ways. His handles are nice, his shot is wet, he's creative with the ball. I have a lot of hopes for him. I could see him being an all-star, but for now he's just going to be a solid starter. If you have anything against it, let me know, because I need good reasons to put him up there. Ayton superstar. The Suns are lit. They're also one of my favorite teams. Ayton is awesome. He's got a nice game. It's not that modern. It's like he can face up, he can back to the basket. He'll probably be able to shoot threes like a madman in a few years. He can rebound. He's an okay defender from what I've seen. Can set some screens, but no, his all-around game is nice, and you can tell he's a hard worker, so he's just going to keep developing into a really, really good player. I'm not too worried about it. I think he's going to be a superstar someday. And yeah, he's nice. Avdia, I really liked coming out of the draft, and I don't think he's a bust. The Wizards have just been god-awful, and they haven't played half the games because of quarantine of COVID season. I love his game, though. I like point forwards. His shot's looking a lot better, his defense looks pretty nice, and he's a really good ball handler, good shot creator. He's got a lot of potential. Probably out of all these, he's the closest I can think to being an all-star. Maybe Cole's a little better, but yeah, he's real good. We got Darius Garland. Sexland is a thing. He has potential to be an all-star too. He's really, really good. I haven't seen too much of his game, but from what I have seen, I really do enjoy it. He seems a little short to be a shooting guard, but so is CJ, so I can't hate on that. CJ's a fucking beast. And I really, really like their backcourt going to the future. He could be an all-star, especially in the East, but for now he's going to be a solid starter. He's only in his second season, and the Cavs still have a lot to prove, so. Luka, I mean, is there really much to say? His rookie card's already going for thousands of dollars, several of them. He's the future, like, if there was another category, he'd be there, because no one on this list is going to be nearly as close as him. He's like the next, I wouldn't say LeBron, but he's definitely like the next face of the NBA, at least out of this group of people. And yeah, he's a basketball god. What can you say? If you haven't seen any Luka highlights, then you don't watch basketball. And why are you watching this video? Lu Dort. I love Lu Dort. I love his defense. He's probably a better defender than Rudy, but he'll probably never make $40 million a year in his life. which is sad because Rudy's overpaid and he's a trash bot. But Lou Dort, that block he had on James Harden, or was it a James Harden had on him? I can't remember. But anyway, he's shown great prowess on the defensive end. He's developing his offensive game. He's learning to shoot. He's one of those guys that literally any team would love to have, and that's really special, especially out of this group. Like, you'll probably always be able to get him for a solid price, and he'll always help your team out. And there probably are a few people on this list that that's ever going to be a thing with. So, Lou Dort's awesome. I don't know who this is. Oh, is this Quickly? I think if this is Quickly, yeah, he's good. I don't watch the Knicks. I'm sorry. I honestly, I don't know who that is. I think that's Quickly though. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Skip. I like Hero. I don't know if he'll be a superstar, but he'll definitely be up there with Bam. He's cold-blooded. He's got nice handles. He's got a nice shot. He's got a nice mid-range, nice three-pointer. He can get to the basket. He's athletic. He's fearless in a lot of ways. I mean, what else can you say? Tyler Hero's a beast. And yeah, he's gonna be an all-star, no question. Jared Allen, I think he has potential to be an all-star. He was traded, but it wasn't because he was bad, it was because he was good. And I hope that's what people take away from that trade. He was like honestly the key piece of that trade. Taurean Prince ain't shit. It was him and picks. I know the picks are like the biggest deal. But yeah, Jared Allen's a beast. I've been fucking with him. He's got the best throw in the league. Best throw I've seen for decades. The revival is there. He's better than Rudy Gobert. He can block shots. He's got a decent jumper, honestly. If you just let him go wild, he could probably drop 20 and 10 with 4 blocks a game pretty easily. And in his rookie year, he was blocking like Blake Griffin and all these fucking stars. It was insane. Yeah, Jared Allen's a beast, okay? Who's this? I don't know who this is. I know it's Dallas, but I honestly don't know who it is. It must be the rookie. I've never seen this player. Bust currently, because I don't know who he is, and I know who everyone is, so if I don't know, then he's a bust. So I assume that's Quickly. Almost quickly became a bust, okay? Josh Jackson is a bust. Phoenix grabbed him. It was like, oh, sweet, he's pretty good. He can defend and do stuff. Nah. He went to the G League, then he went to Memphis, and now he's on the Pistons. Pistons are a trash team. He is terrible. Jamal, I love Jamal Murray. I've been fucking with him because Denver's like my top 3 squads. He dropped 50-point games back to back in the playoffs. He's a playoff guy, at least right now. He can't perform in the regular season consistently for shit. He's got a mixture of what I would think is Dame and Steph, and he should be a superstar, but he's really just not performing well. And it kind of pisses me off because he has one of the smoothest games. He's athletic. His hang time is insane. He's the like only player that can pass out of midair bailout. Like if he had a badge in 2K, it'd be like bailout Hall of Fame already. He goes for a shot, he fucks it up, he passes it before he turns it over. It's insane. He's so good, but his consistency is really bothering me, and because of that, he'll only maybe ever be an all-star. He's got the potential for that, and he's young. I mean, if he's 24 and under, then he's got a lot of time. And hopefully he's the best Canadian since Steve Nash. That'd be dope. But yeah, he's an all-star right now. Tatum, yeah, Tatum's a beast, and I don't like the Celtics. I think they're a lame team. I'm not a big fan of Jalen, but Tatum, like I just can't look past. I think he's so good, and he can play multiple positions because he's tall and lanky. He's developing his game. He's great on ISO. He's got a wet ass jumper. He's a fucking beast, bro. Superstar all over him, you know? Definitely the best player the Celtics have had since Kyrie. Obviously, Kyrie didn't work out for him, but goddamn. Yeah. Keldon Johnson, I don't watch the Spurs, but he seems to be pretty good. I keep hearing a lot, checking his stats. Nice power forward. Definitely a good replacement for when LaMarcus's old ass gets off that team. Making LaMarcus look like an old scrub, if you know what I mean. But Keldon Johnson seems nice. I mean, I haven't seen this game. Just going off what I've heard, because no one watches the Spurs. Like, you have to be a Spurs fan or live in Texas to even see a Spurs game. And that's just not me. Sorry. Since Kawhi left, I have not seen one Spurs game. So, good luck, Keldon. You seem pretty cool, and I like your name. I like Markel. I think he was killing it at the beginning of the season before he tore his ACL. I'm only putting him here because I don't know what his future holds. I like his game. He's got to learn his shot, but recent history has shown us that you can come back from a torn ACL and still be okay. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe he'll just sit in a wheelchair with his leg out and just work on his form and not be a shitty shot. And that'd be great. And he'd come back with a vengeance. Kind of sucks for him that Cole Anthony's hooping because he might lose his spot. We'll see. But yeah, he's good. Kevin Porter Jr. He's real controversial right now. He's got some issues he's got to work on, but I like his game. And again, I haven't watched too much Cleveland, but from what I've seen of him, he seems really good. And they're talking about maybe sending him to the Bulls, so I'd be cool with that. It's tough to say though. I mean, he seems like a locker room problem, but I don't know. I don't attribute that too much to the game, at least right now. He's still young, so maybe he'll figure it out. Lauri Markkanen. The Mark Cannon. Yeah, he's a beast. I've been fucking with him since we drafted him. We got him at number 7. We could have gotten Donovan Mitchell, but you know, let bygones be bygones. A lot of people could have, and a lot of scouts and GMs are just fucking dumb. That's what happens, you know. But yeah, Lauri's really good. I like his game. I love his 3-pointer. He does this thing where his pick and roll is just clean. He can pull up off a pick and pop so quickly, like faster than anyone I've ever seen been able to. And he's got his own like little move. And he's kind of always injured, so that's kind of shitty. But when he's not, I think he contributes a lot to the Bulls. And I think he's got a bright future. And I think he's the only piece of our team that anyone really wants currently that's not Zach LaVine. So if we ever did trade him, I think he's got pretty good value right now. Lonnie Walker. Man, I doubt there are going to be any Spurs fans that watch this video because I doubt there are any Spurs fans. But he seems solid. I don't know. Well, yeah, he seems solid. Tyrese Maxey, dude. He's a beast. The other day they had to play a game and there were like 8 players. He had like 35, 7, and 7. I thought he was just a lights out 3-point shooter, but it seems like he can do a lot more than that. He can drive, he can dish, he can rebound. He can make plays off the bounce, and I think that's a really good pickup for the Sixers, who are lacking depth in the shooting. Awesome player. Bagley. There's some controversy with him because his dad keeps demanding trades and he's been injured a lot. But I mean, he's athletic, he's fast, he's tall, he's got a great game. Um, it's too bad the Kings and their organization sucks and he has to play with De'Aaron and Buddy. So I agree with his dad. He should be traded because that team is got hot garbage. Okay, so go ahead. If you know Karnisovas is listening, we'll take him for the Bulls. I think you can take Lowry. I think that's a fair trade. It'll probably make your team better. So yeah, he's gonna be an all-star. He's a beast. I like LaMelo. I thought he was gonna be bad when I was looking at his prospect highlights before he got drafted. I knew his passing was on point. I was worried about his defense and his shot, and I'm still worried about his shot. But it seems like he's a really good teammate, a really good player, and I was definitely wrong, and I'll definitely bite my tongue on this one. He definitely has a lot of potential to be an all-star. He's already better than his brother, even though I still think his brother's a little underrated still. And I mean, fuck, I'm gonna put him in superstar. The Hornets are going up, and he's gonna be the face of the franchise. And I think they did a really good job taking him at 3. I know it wasn't like the hardest decision to make for them, but that's pretty cool that they got him. He's really good. MPJ, I think he's got the most potential next to Tatum and Luka out of all these people. He's missed his first season, so he's got like injury issues with his back, but that's not a big deal. He's been out due to COVID, but he really showed up in the bubble and in the playoffs, and he's such a good player. He's a great rebounder. He's one of the best rebounders I've seen. He knows how to get to the ball. He knows how to position and box out. And he just knows where the ball's going to get. And for a small forward, that's really, really impressive. His shot is wet as fuck. He can score in multitude of ways. And he's box office. Alright? Mark my words. He is fucking box office. Got a problem with that? You don't watch basketball. I like Mitch. He's a really good shot blocker. He's a really good rim protector. He's a really good rim runner. I don't think he's ever going to be an all-star. I don't think maybe he'll develop his game. But the nice thing is the Knicks are actually looking solid this year, and Randall's been balling the fuck out. And they have Tibbs. Shout out to Tibbs. So I think he's going to develop into a better player. Solid starter. I don't think he's ever going to get all-star treatment. Knox is definitely a disappointment. I mean, I guess his three-point shot is working this year. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's that good. They never played him, and they probably won't be playing him too much. I'm sure Tibbs will try to get the most out of him. And it's nice that team just has a bunch of vets now to let him kind of like shine and do his thing. But yeah, I don't see it happening. Sorry. I don't think he's a bust though. Peyton Pritchard, I haven't seen him play too much. I don't like the Celtics. I hear he's really nice though, and I think he had like a putback or something to win the game the other day. That was pretty solid. Yeah, he seems nice. I don't know. It's tough because I listen to Bill Simmons, and you can't like escape him like just talking really highly about every single Celtics player. So it's like tough to discern whether I heard he was good through Bill or someone who's not like extremely biased. But regardless, he seems pretty good. P. Will is one of the most complete players in this draft, if not the most complete already. He was taken to number 4th. No one knew who he was, and no one knew what his game was. Especially me. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? He's a florist. He likes flowers, but that's not his nickname, alright? And it's not P. Will the Thrill either. He's great defensively. He's got great handles, got great instincts as a basketball player. People are comparing him to Kawhi, which is a great sign because Kawhi is like the best. And he's like the second youngest player in the draft. I mean, this guy has got the most potential out of this draft by like a long shot. I think more than LaMelo, more than AE. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is kind of insane. If you don't watch the Bulls, I recommend at least watching for, Pat. He's our future for sure. Halliburton seems really good. I had no idea. I didn't really watch any of his game. And when I'm forced to watch the Kings, which is sometimes because they got a lot of games, like televised games early, yeah, he is insane. He did like a sidestep 3. I think it was to beat us as the Bulls. I'm not too sure, but that shit was nuts. Really smart player. Really tall. Really good instincts, basketball IQ. He's going to be a beast. He's going to definitely be an all-star. I've got high hopes for him. Yeah, RJ Barrett is a fucking beast too. I think he's the best player in the Knicks besides Randall right now. He didn't have a great rookie season, but he's having a really, really good sophomore season. Maybe he'll be the second best Canadian instead of Jamal. I don't know. But he's putting up nice numbers, and the Knicks are actually winning. And it's him and Julius as their forerunners, so what can you say? I'm not high on Rui. I think he's like really good. Maybe he's a solid starter, but I honestly think he's kind of just playing like a role player. I don't know, man. I hope he proves me wrong. Because, like, he seems pretty good. He's got, like, a nice skill set, but I just don't think he's going to be that great. And, yeah, I don't know. Every time I see someone open some cards, they're like, oh, Rui, he's a good, he's like in the 9th pick or something. I don't think he's that good. Colin Sexton, he might be an all-star, man. He just destroyed the Nets the other night. That was nuts. Scored like their last 20 points in overtime on some LeBron shit. That's crazy. He did have that one defensive play last year. If anyone can, maybe I'll find the clip where he tried defending 2 people at one time. That shit was hilarious. But he's definitely proven me wrong. I thought he was pretty meh. There are a lot of all-stars on this list. Shea is really good. He's the best player on the Thunder right now. He was the key piece for the trade for Paul George. And yeah, he fucks people up. He is sneaky good. He's got long arms. He can get to the rim at will. I mean, he's just awesome. He's crafty. Really, really good point guard. Taylor Horton-Tucker. He went to Simeon. He's from Chicago. I don't know why he's not on our team, but LeBron thinks he's so good. Nah, he's really good. Nah, I like Taylor. He's really cool. Obi seems real nice. He's like the oldest player in the draft, but he's got the Amari game where he's just a rim running beast. He can dunk like it's no one's business. Yeah, I like Obi. Obi-Wan. Plus his name's cool. Except I'm gonna tell you a secret. His name's actually Obadiah, but we should call him Obi. Because, Obadiah's kind of... Trey is a superstar. Wow, they saved some of the best for last. This is kind of stupid. Yeah, Trey's a beast. He was traded for Luka, if you didn't know, which is still one of the worst trades ever because Luka's Luka. But I mean, Trey's like a beast, okay? He can shoot, he can dime. He doesn't dime too often, but he can. Yeah, his shot is wet. And when he's got his confidence going, you can't really stop him, alright? I fuck with Trey. The Hawks are beast. James Wiseman. I think he can be a superstar. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He has to get it together a little bit, but yeah, he's got an all-around game. He's really fast. He's got great handles. He's got great athleticism. He can shoot. I mean, yeah, this is like he's like the modern center that you're looking for. And he pulled some Kyrie shit where he only played like 3 games in college and still went number 2. That's insane. Yeah, James Wiseman's awesome. Definitely an all-star, hopefully a superstar. And it helps that he's on the Warriors. Once they get Clay back, I think his value is gonna skyrocket once they get to the finals, or the Western Finals, and have to face the Lakers or Clippers.
Meanwhile, across town, in this less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco
Zion
these editors are
was the
programming
first overall
into
pick.
that same Ohio computer.
He is kind of a man among boys in most of the games he plays. His athleticism is off the charts. His finishing at the rim is unlike any power forward I've ever seen. I don't know anyone who can really just finish at the rim like him besides Kyrie or something, but Kyrie's such a different game. I love Zion's game. He's box office. He's like the most hyped NBA player there's been since LeBron, basically, and for good reason. And what's so cool about him is you have to watch Pelicans games. And BI is just icing on the cake on top of that. Yeah, the Pelicans are a super dope ass franchise now. At least the team. And going forward, yeah. Yeah, Zion's a beast. The last Pel. Excuse me. The last Pel is going to be Lonzo. It seems like LaMelo's already better. My issue is that I think LaMelo might have to. LaMelo, first off, is a backup. Lonzo is never a backup. So it's really hard to compare them in a lot of ways, but Lonzo's also been kind of tanking this year, and he hasn't been very good, and his shot still looks really whack, and it's really bad. I love his passing. I like his defensive prowess. He's really tall. He still has a lot of potential, and I'm not going to write him off yet. And I think he's on a good team, but they're also playing Bledsoe, and Bledsoe's like completely washed and should be out of the league. I think a lot of people would put him in as a role player or bust, but yeah, not me. And that's probably because I know a lot more about basketball. So if you have any issues with that, you can leave a comment, or you can just keep it to yourself. But this is my list for best players under 24. And it seems like there's not many busts. I do think highly of a lot of NBA players, and you have to be pretty bad to be a bust in my mind. Yeah, let me know what you think. Or don't. Don't really care. Anyway, see ya.